it is a co-production. Date added is when Netflix added it to their library. So this is different from release year. This is different from release year, right? So which is when it originally came out. A movie could be released in 2015, but Netflix might add it in 2020. So that is the data that is presented here. Then comes the rating here. And rating is the content rating. Like TV-MA means mature audience. PG-13 means parental guidance for kids under 13 and so on. So for movies, it shows minutes in the duration, and for TV shows, it shows seasons like 2 season, 3 season, 1 season, right? For movies, it shows minute. Okay. Then comes the listed in is the genre column. One title can belong to multiple genres. For example, a movie might be listed as dramas, international movies, independent movies, all at the same time. And description is a short text summary of what the title is all about, right? So that is our raw data, around 9,000 rows and around 12 columns, right? Some missing values, some multi-value columns, and this is a real messy data set. And quick question for the chat. How many of these around 9,000 titles do you think are movies or TV shows? Is it 50-50 or 60-40 or maybe 70-30? What will be the ratio? Drop your guess in the chat. I will see it later. Okay. And we will find out the exact answer very soon. So now let me show you the plugin I built to analyze this. You can put your all the guesses here. When we do the analysis, we see which one is the correct one. Okay. Okay, so let's move forward to the structure, and I open my VS Code here, and you can see this is the structure of the VS Code of the plugin, right? So in the left side, this is the full plugin of our today's analysis that we are going to do in our Netflix data. So this is the input, and in the input, I have all my CSV files. Like this is the data that I showed you now. Now, the first thing I have to show you is this, the main part. Just a minute. This one. Okay, so many guesses 60, 35, 70, 30. We will see it in a bit. Which one is the right? Okay. So this file is the plugin.json, and this is the file that tells Claude Code, hey, this folder is a plugin. It registered the plugin, and look at what is it inside it. We have a name like 10x content intel, a description that explains what the plugin does, right? And a version and author information. And that is the entire file. Very simple, but without this file, Claude Code would not recognize this as a plugin. You have to know that with this file, the Claude Code will know, okay, this is the plugin. So I have to use it as a plugin, right? Then comes to the Claude.md file, right? And in here, I will maximize it. Yeah. So in here, if you see, this is the most important file in the entire plugin. This is Claude.markdown file, the orchestrator. Think of this as the project manager who knows everything about the team. First, you see the architecture design here. This is the architecture design, right? We have 4 agents: content profiler, trend analyst, geo analyst, and content strategist. Each one has a specific job, a specific expertise. Below that is the commands. Here are the commands. This is where we define our 6 skills: scan, trends, geo, compete, strategy, and dashboards. And if you see in the third column, it tells you which agent are used for each skills. This is an agent use. Which of the agent are used for this particular skills, right? Then we have a registry of which agent used by which file of the MD directory that we created. And then comes the pipeline. And this shows the sequence. For example, the strategy skill goes from content profiler, then trend analyst, then geo analyst, then content strategist. Each agent passes its output to the next one in the chain, right? Like an assembly line in a factory. So At the bottom, if you see, there the path conversion as well, like input folder for raw data, output folder for result, and supported file formats, and model strategies, which AI model to use for which skill. We have Sonnet for the fast track. This one, the Sonnet one. We do not. Some of the have the Opus one as well. These are the models name for Cloud Code, right? And Opus for the complex reasoning, and Sonnet for simple reasoning, right? And these are the orchestration rules that we put here. Then, if you see in the folder structure, I have the agents here, and there are four agents, right? There are four agents, and you can see here in the Claude MD file as well. I already registered. I have four agents for the analysis, and these four agents, what they do? The first one is the content profiler agent. What it will do, if you see, this is the content profiler, the first agent in every pipeline. You can see how it starts. You are the content profiler specialist in the 10x Content Intel plugin. Right away, we are giving the AI a role and identity. Right. Then under responsibility here, we have four sections: data discovery, data profiling, right, data cleaning, and data inventory report. Okay. So, and at the bottom, if you see, there is a handoff section. This is very important. It tells the agent what to pass to the next agent in the pipeline. For the trends command, it hands off to the trend analyst. For the geo command, it hands off to the geo analyst. And this is how agents collaborate with each other through structured handoffs. Like my output goes to that agent's input, then that agent's output goes to another agent's input, right? So this is the handoffs that will be done in between the agents, and I am using four agents for it. The first one is the content profiler. The second one is the yeah content strategies, but this is the last agent that we can use. The second one is the geo analyst agent. The third one is the trend analyst that will find the trend in our CSV file, right? And this geo analyst, its job is geographic analysis. Which country produce the most content, regional patterns, co-productions. So it has even instruction on how to handle the country column, which has multiple countries separated by commas in the CSV file, right? So we are solving data problems in advance by writing them into the agent instruction because the data analysis done by these agents. So we are providing beforehand that these analysis can be done in these. Okay. So let me move to the content strategist. And in here, this is the content strategist agent. And think of it as the advisor. The other agents find the data and the pattern. These agents, content profiler, geo analyst, and trend analyst. These finds the data and the pattern, right? And this one looks at that of all of the data and pattern and say, here is what you should do next. This is content strategy agent will see all of the data and patterns and then said, okay, you have to do this for these kinds of data and patterns. It does three things. It checks which genres are too crowded and which ones have opportunities. It looks at where the library is strong and where it is weak. And then it gives you 5 to 7 clear recommendation: what content to buy, which countries to focus on, and what genres to explore, when to release. So it runs last in the pipeline because it needs the work of all three agents before it. And then it passes everything to the dashboard builder. Everything to the dashboard builder because we are creating a dashboard as well where you can analyze all the things in a very better way to analyze everything. Right. Now, these are the agents. These are the four agents that are going to like analyze the data, patterns, everything in our input data that we are providing. This is the one that we are providing, right? And skills. There are the skills as well that we are doing. The skills are scan.md file. So this is the scan. At the top, you see the YML formatter. This is the metadata, like name. In here, you see the name, description. So what it will do, it will explain, description explain what it does, right? Then comes the risk, like it is safe to do it. Risk is safe, meaning it does not do anything dangerous to your files. And user invocable is true, meaning you can call it directly, right? And then comes the allowed tools. It lists what the agents can use. The agents can read, write, put bash input, and so on. You can put these allowed tools as much as you can, because you are giving agent permission that what your agents can use or not, right? So okay, so in here below the formatter are the actual instruction, and you will see it in this way, the better way. Yeah, instructions. These are the instructions. These are the steps wise. First, locate the data. Step 2, ingest and profile. Step 3 is clean the data. And you can see there is code in here, but I do not write any code in here. The already code is written by the Claude code. I only tell what I need to analyze, and it will return it for you, right? The step 3 is clean the data. In what way you should clean the data, right? All the instructions here. Step 4, generate scan report, right? All the instructions are here. Then at the bottom, it tells the agent exactly what output files to create and where. This is how you write an SOP, a standard operating procedure for an AI agent, because AI agent will read this skill and do it according to this skill, like step by step. First it will take the input, then it will locate the data like for the input, then ingest and profile, then clean the data, then generate scan reports, then according to the report it will store in these output in these particular files, right? Then here comes the next skill, dashboard. In this dashboard, this is a skill.md file, and the most exciting one, look at how detailed the instructions are. It tells the agent to compute specific matrices. In here, in this way, it's great. Yeah, these are the instructions. Tells the agent to compute specific matrices like KPI, cards, content, type split, yearly addition, top countries, top genres, rating distribution, and so on. This level of details is what separate a good plugin from a great one. So in here we are like in the skills, I am like explaining what I need in the dashboard. I need all these analysis in my dashboard when you create a dashboard for me, right? So all these content like compute matrices for dashboards are these KPI cards, content type, yearly, top 10 genres, countries, and so on, right? Then step 3 is generate the HTML dashboard, the one that we are going to see at last. Okay, the dashboard that it will create us for you. Then in the dashboard, it will create these designs patterns, these dashboard sections, and the chart configurations as well, because it will create the charts for us. Okay. Then there are so many skills more for compete, for geolocation, and for strategy and trends. And all those are in MD format, only in MD format, like your own thinking. You can put your own thinking in here, what you want to do with the agents, because agent will come and read it out only, and then do your work for you by reading these skills, right? Then let's move forward to the uh, next thing. Okay, these are the skills that we done. These are the scripts. And then in the scripts, if you see, this is the scanner.py and the trend engine. This is the Python file that it created, because the analysis will be done by these Python files. Okay. Okay. Now let's move forward to the terminal so you can see how it analyzes those data in real time. Okay. When you provide the data. First, you can see I already put the input CSV file in here, and our team will give you the CSV file in the chat section, right? So if you see, this is the Netflix title.csv, and I'm going to open a terminal here. This is the terminal that I open a Claude here. So if I say, let's say, if I say what are the skills available, okay. If I say what are the skills available, I open this Claude in the folder that I have this structure, this one. I open this folder in this structure, day 5, right? So it says these are the already made skills of the Claude, so we do not need to see this. We have these skills that I created. You can see the last 6 compete, dashboard, geo, scan, strategy, trends are the part of the 10x content skill. 10x content Intel plugin for analysis media content. And if you want to invoke any skill, you have to return it by name. So these are the name to invoke that skill. So first I will do the scan because I need to scan the data, the CSV data that I provided. So what I will do simple scan because I have to do scan, quick scan and profile of a content library dataset. Scan Netflix data. Because if you see, the scan is the name of my skill. If I go back, I will confirm it because it will asking me for my permissions. So I will confirm it. And if I go back here, you can see in the Netflix data, I have my CSV. And if I go to my skills in the scan, if I go here, you can see the name of the skill. So I use scan. Okay. So it is running. You can see it here. And the argument Netflix data in here, right? Tells the agent which folder to look in. It will look inside the input and in Netflix data for our CSV file that I put it there, right? And this is going to wake up the content profiler agent, the first agent that we created. It will find our Netflix CSV file and load it into a pandas data frame that we created the Python file and every single column. Then clean the missing values that is in the CSV like missing blocks, missing values, missing content and save a report along with a clean CSV file. Cleaned. It will take some time. If you watch the terminal here, it is doing their work, cleaning the data according to the skill. If you see, this is the skill scan. It is scanning for us and doing the work. It found the CSV file, the Netflix titles. It loaded it. It is around 9,000 rows in it and 12 columns. And then it is going with it. Okay. In the chat, any question? I sure kindly check. Okay. Okay. So it is working. Yeah. You can see it is running. You can see it created output, some output in the Netflix data because everything that you created, everything that you put as an input will go in the input one. If you want to generate anything like an output that Claude will create, you have to like specify in which folder you have to create it. So it will create in the output. Previously, this output is like blank, empty. Now it creates something for us. Okay, we will see to it. But first, let's see. Okay, so it says improved from this percent to this like 100% completeness. It sees some missing rating as well. Output files is here. You can see two output files. And it also tells us like you can now run slash trend slash geo compete strategy or dashboard on this data set as well. Right. So first I will check what it created for me. Right. I will go to an VS Code and then I will open it. You can see all the document, all the CSV file it create, like all the data it created, cleaned all the CSV data that I put it here. Then it also give me the MD file, like scan report of that. And in here, if you see, this is the scan report that it did for me. You can see it is totally accurate to the point. I can guarantee it is accurate. If I go here, you can see, right? And column is 12. You can see row column clean, content type, data range, date range, sorry, date range for date edit, release year, column inventory. It will give you all the analysis. Like this is the total scan of it. Can you run multiple agents or sub agents at this point? Yeah, you can run multiple agents and sub agents. Okay. So there are missing data summary as well, pre-cleaning for these summaries, overall row completeness is there. Like it is a proper, well-detailed scanning, right? Well-detailed. Okay. So this is the scan detail it creates for me and the CSV file as well, right? Then let's move forward to the trends. Let's see what trends it fetches for us. Let's go to here. And then again, what we have to do, For trends, you can see in here, for trends, we can only write trends. Trends in which data? In Netflix data. Right. Yeah. If I do it, it will like fetch all those trends in that CSV file and then give me the trends of that CSV data accordingly and create a MD file or give me the analysis of it in a trend. Like, please send the Netflix link, the dataset link. You can find any dataset. If you want, like, you do not have to provide only the Netflix dataset here. If you have, you can go to the Kaggle and you can check out any data set that you want. And like for the content one, like if you want Netflix, you can take the Netflix and any data set and put it in the input box and then do the analysis. That work for each and every one. Because I'm not saying my agent here that it is only for the Netflix data, right? That's why you can see here it is saying for media content. It is not saying for Netflix only. So you can analyze and use these skills on any media content that you have, any, not only Netflix, right? So if you see, it is analyzing the trends now, and I only write trends on Netflix data. Netflix data means it is the folder name. I'm not giving its specific T file. If you want, you can put in here in the input. If you want, you can put another CSV file, but the folder remains the same, Netflix data. So it goes to that Netflix data folder and then check for the CSV file. It doesn't matter if the file is Netflix or not. If it needs only the CSV file for the data analysis. Okay, so it is analyzing the data in the trend. It will generate 6 charts. And this is the agent writing Python code with matplotlib. You do not have to run any Python code here because it is using, like in the background, it is using matplotlib and data frame for analysis, and for charts creation, it will use matplotlib. Okay, but you do not have to know about matplotlib because this Claude code will do it for us. That is the main thing. We have to only run the skill. That's all. So you are seeing like it is creating the trends for us. It is taking time. It is reading the MD file that we created, and then it is done. The skill is done. Okay, so what it creates a trend analysis complete Netflix data, and this is the outputs, and these are the key findings of it. Like peak growth in 2019, the 2016 titles added in a single year. These are the insight that it gives us to us. And you can see here, it creates charts for us in the PNG file, like images. So we can see it, like it is great. Let's see. So we also do one thing. We run one more thing, Geo on Netflix data, right? And in the meantime, let's move forward to the VS Code and see the output, right? In the trends here, all the images, right? That will be great. You can see it automatically creates 6 charts for us. And are you excited to see those charts, right? Let's see. Chart one. This is the simple chart that it created. That, well, it is not a simple one, it is good, right? Then this is the first chart for yearly content addition, right? Then it is created as for second chart for cumulative Netflix library, I think growth over time. Yeah. Then the third one is for monthly content additions seasonality on Netflix. Okay. So it created around 5 to 6 chart. The fourth one. It is in different like structure, right? This chart is in the different structure. Then comes the fifth chart. It is for duration. Okay. And it is also in the different structure. And then the sixth chart is also in the different structure, but it will show you rating distribution over time in percentage of yearly addition. And that is too great to have 6 different charts to analysis of, regarding trends, right? That is mind blowing, right? Then here's the MD file as well for you to review this. If you want to review this, what is created exactly, you can see it here. Like Netflix content trend analysis of this data set, chart 1, chart 2, cumulative library growth, monthly release seasonality, then chart 4 for top 10 genres over time, then chart 5 and chart 6. There are so many things here for insights for you can see this insight that is given us from the CSV is too great. These are the findings that it will tell us, like what are the findings, six key findings, and the handoffs to other agents. Like I also put geo in the meantime in the here you can see, okay, it needs confirmation. The geo one, geo skill, if you see, it hands off all the data to the geo analysis, content strategies, and dashboard builder. So let's stay here for a couple of seconds and then see what this geo will create us for us. And in here in the output, well, you see in the output, this is the trend folder, this is the clean CSV and scan folder. So there is nothing regarding about geolocations, right? The skill that I put it now, so it is dynamically updated here when the skill is done. Okay, let's wait for a couple of seconds, then we will see what it created for us. Okay, what instructions do you give? That is a good question to tailor the chat for specific time period. Well, you do not need to provide instruction here. Well, everything is done by this skill. You have to only run the skill. If you have perfectly like manage skills of this, like I created this skill, these skills for complete dashboard. First, I have the analysis, like I have the CSV folder, CSV file, sorry, and then I have to do the analysis. So according to the Claude Code documentation, I created this skill. So if you want to like create your own skill on plugin, you have to do with the documentation in mind. So according to the documentation, you will create these skills for like for everyone. Skills stores the instruction and skills run. Can you be more specific for it? Like, okay, okay. Okay, 10x minute. Okay. So it is running, still running. Geo Netflix data, and then it is done. If you see, skill zero. And you can see the key insight here. Again, six insight, and then it is regional breakdown for North America, Asia, Europe, Africa, and charts also generated, five more charts and strategic signals. In the meantime, when we go to the charts, let's do another analysis for, let's say, what is the name of it? Like compete. Okay. And in the Netflix data. Okay. Okay. So now check what data is generated for us. Okay. In here you see geo and it creates a MD file. First check the MD markdown file first. And in here, if I say all the analysis of geographic content here for the Netflix data, right? So executive summary regarding all the countries that it have, United States for North America, for Asia, top 15 content producing countries here. As you can see, United States have titles around uh, 4,000, you can say 1,831, 806. Like this is a detailed insight account regarding countries like geolocations. Then key observations here. Then regional content share, how much it shares in the regional content according to the titles. And then key observation. Then there's the content type by country as well, content growth trend, general preferences by region. Like there is so much for geolocations analysis here with only one skill, with only one prompt that I did. Well, that's not called prompt. I only did geo, then Netflix data, right? Then these are the output files. Let's see the charts as well. You can see the chart is created for top 15 content producing countries on Netflix, right? Then chart 2, regional content share on Netflix in the pie chart. Okay. Then chart 3 is the movies versus TV shows, right? You can see here. Then in the chart 4, it is around content growth over time, top 5 countries, right? Zero, the threshold is here. Then in the chart 5, it is around general preference by region. And it is like very great to have these kinds of things like these charts because it is so good for analysis when you have these charts with us. Okay, now let's move towards the terminal. Okay, it needs permission. Okay, I have to do it permission. Okay, you can read it out here in the meantime. It's a key findings. USA dominates, largest single producer, regional breakdown for North America, Asia, Europe, right? Charts generated, these are the five for top 15. Strategic signals are there, right? So there are so many insight that you can think here that is done by the Claude itself by only a simple skill. You can see this skill, what is running through is compete. Let's go to the compete one in here. This is a skill that is in the compete, and this is the skill.md, right? And you can say the description of it says genre and category competitive analysis identify oversaturated genres, opportunities gaps, and content positioning, right? So I only create this md file, that's all. The agent come here and then read this md file, and then according to this md file it will create those charts, those analysis for me. You can see content completion analysis. You are executing the compete skill for the 10x content intel plugin. What this skill does, perform competitive analysis across genres and categories, right? And so on. Like these are the instructions. Load clean data. Read agent instruction. Generate competition analysis. This is the Python script that is to generate analysis and chart. Minimum 5. You can create 10, 20 according to you, right? Then the strategic insights. Okay, great. So let's see it is done or not. Okay, it is still running. It takes time because it is a long scale file to generate all those things that we give us. It is doing the compete one, so it will take some time. Let's wait for a couple of seconds here. In the meantime, let's say you are enjoying it or not, right? Just a quick heads up in the chat, a thumbs up, or if you are here with me. You can use any data set here, like any. Okay, great. If you are new to it, don't worry. It is not that hard to gain the like insight of this. It is only a agent that you are trying to communicate with. If you are able to communicate with it properly, then that's all for it. You can create these skills and plug in through the agent through this cloud code, and then create these skills and run these analysis by yourself. You do not need anyone to guide you through. Okay, trying to understand. Great, great, great. Yeah, of course. You will get these skills in the GitHub. After these sessions, according to 1 2 sessions, then it will be uploaded in the GitHub as well. Don't worry about that. You will get all the things that is done in the live sessions in your GitHub as well. Okay, it is done. If you see the analysis is done. In the meantime, let's again done one more thing for dashboard. This time dashboard. Let's say dashboard on Netflix data. The last one. Okay. Then you can see in the compete one, it saturated maps from zone, unsaturated, declining, rising state, top opportunities gaps are here, and it also create 5 charts for us. And bottom line is what it gives us the bottom line. Invest in reality TV, anime, and Spanish language TV and horrors. High growth, low competition within the catalog. Pull back from adding more generic international movies and dramas. Okay, it gives us the bottom line as well according to this compete skill. Okay, okay, let's move to the VS Code and then check what it creates for us. Okay, then in the output, there's the compete. Okay, first check the analysis. Okay, okay, if you see, this is the executive summary of the competitive analysis report. If you have, okay, and these are the charts, strategy meaning landscape summary, opportunities gap, growth rate, priority, strategics, a mature analysis here, right? But let's see the chart. Chart is give us more analysis report than anything else. If you see, top 20 genres by content volume, international movies, dramas, comedies, okay, actions and adventures, and so on, right? According to the there is the number of titles as well, right? Then chart 2 is growth rate for recent 3 years versus historical average, right? Then third chart. Okay, another comparison in then fourth, another genre opportunity. This is a unique part here, right? Then the next one is rating distribution by top 8 genres. Okay, great. You can see here the ratings are according to the ratings. You can see all the genres in the below, and in the left side, these are the titles for that movies and TV shows. Okay, so it is great findings from the compete analysis for overall competitiveness. Great, great. We are doing great in the. Let's see what happens in here in the dashboard. Okay, it is still running. Let's wait for a couple of seconds. Okay, if you see for compete, it also created 5 charts and one analysis report. For geo, it also create 5 charts and one analysis report. And for trends, it also create almost 6 charts and one analysis report. And when I use scan, it give me a clean CSV file and scan report. And now it create a dashboard for me as well. Let's go move forward to the dashboard as well. First, see, okay, it is creating. Okay, just wait for a couple of seconds. Okay, it is done. If you see, okay, great. Okay, so in the meantime, okay, not in the meantime. Let's say it is created dashboard complete Netflix data. The file is here and the interactive charts are here. Okay, what it will putting KPI cards around these titles, movies, TV shows, countries, genres, span. Okay, design this is dark theme. It is dark theme. So let's see what the dashboard it created for us. So what will we do? We'll go in the dashboard. This is the code that it created. You have to only open it. Like I'm going to open it here. If you see, this is the Netflix content generation. And I think it is great, right? It is so great. Netflix content, 10x content intel dashboard for us, right? Then it says what is it like complete analysis of 8,807 titles, movies, TV shows, trends, geography, and strategic insight of generated on this date. Dataset Netflix data, right? And it in okay. And then in here, key performance indicators are total content, movies, TV shows, countries, genres, and yeah, year range as well. Then in below, it is what is showing content composition and growth in this chart. You can see yearly addition, movies versus TV shows, and the color combination is also good, right? Then geographic and genre breakdowns. You can see all the things like international TV shows, documentation, action and adventure, only by a single prompt. I did all this, right? Top 10 countries by title count, right? Then in here you see ratings and seasonality as well. Like it combines all those findings that we do by all these skills that I provided all these agents and then put it in a dashboard, a single dashboard that we can see in here. Like content rating, monthly addition, seasonality, growth, trajectory and movie duration, genre content metrics. There are so many analysis that is here. You can see. And it is like it is a full detailed dashboard of it, of the Netflix data, right? Right. If you want, like you want to create this dashboard, you only have to run the analysis like dashboard on the data. Then it will create as for you. If you want to run it, you have to go to that file where it created. You can see in the dashboard it created here. When you open in your folder and double click on it, it will open in your browser. That's easy. It is a dashboard HTML, right? And then you can download it afterward. The Claude will, if you say Claude to create a PDF for me in this way in HTML, it will create it for you because it is creating a image. So why don't it create a PDF for you, right? So these are the dashboard. These are the things that it create us like. full performance report, full indicator in a very good manner to understand each and every concept and every insight here, like content type split, a real addition, and the graph are so detailed. So we can read it out by seeing to it, like top 10 countries by title count. You can see all the titles. You can see the titles as well. 3,619 the United States, in India, in United Kingdoms, Canada, and so on, right? There's so many things that you can see here is only generated by this single prompt. Okay, the next one is also done. You can see I only type dashboard and in Netflix data. What it will do, it will go to my skill. The skill is the dashboard one. I will go to my skill and you can see this skill. Sorry. Then in the skill, you can see only the name is dashboard and the description. And then only the detailed instruction of that skill. The instructions are load clean data, only load clean data from the CSV, right? Compute dashboard matrices. Then it is the performance of the code. Then compute matrices for dashboard. These are the matrices that you have to use, right? Then generate HTML dashboard. This is the step 3. The design requirements are dark theme, accent colors, responsive grid. These are the design requirements. Then this is the dashboard section, like header, KPI rows. These are the rows, footers, chart sections is there. You can use these chart colors. You can like if you want to enhance it, you can enhance it, decrease it according to you. Like these are the chart defaults. These are the default things that you can put in the charts. It is all up to you. It is simple English that I put here in the bullet points. You can see step 4, step 5, like instruction. This is the only the instruction that I giving to the Claude only. So it will run it and then provide it for me, the analysis. Right. Then let's move forward and then put the strategy one as well. Strategy of Netflix data, right? Then it will go in the, okay, let's proceed with it. It will go in the scale, in the strategy one, and then check this one. First we do the scan, then we did the trends, then we did the geolocations one, then we done competitive, then dashboard, then we are doing the strategy one. Like what it will tell us, full strategic analysis combines profiling, trends, geography, and competition into actionable business recommendations. So it will give the recommendation to us, like what will be the business recommendation to enhance it more, right? According to the CSV data according to the CSV data, right? So what it will do, first it will find the content report. Then what this skill does, runs the full pipeline, profile, trends, geo, and then compete strategy and generate the comprehensive strategic report with actionable recommendation, right? Then run all upstream analysis, loading all result. Then generate a strategy report. Then, yeah, these are the things. And then after that, in the strategy report, these are the data set name: content strategy report, executive summary, content library overview, key trends, geographical landscapes. These are only the simple English data done here, if you see, right? So when it is able to done it, you can see it is still running, and just wait for a couple of seconds, then it will done. Okay, strategy still running. You can see it is running and it is checking the output, like it is like running, but it is creating me the output as well. You can see the output is creating because it is in the output folder, right? Okay, let's say just couple of seconds more, then it will be done. It is only running through only single prompt. If you see in the from the start, what I write is nothing more than what are the skills available, scan, then it scan all these data that I have, the CSV data, and give me the analysis report, right? Only I write scan and data set name, right? After that, trends, and then my data set in which my folder have. Then geo, then folder. Again, then compete, then folder name. then dashboard, then again folder name. I did nothing other than this, like the skill name and then folder name. No more prompting here, nothing more than only the skill name and the dataset name. That's all. And in the last as well, I put the strategy and then Netflix data. That's all. So it is still running the strategy of the Netflix data. Just wait couple of seconds more, then it will be done. Okay, just waiting. Okay, okay. So it is doing great. Still running, still running. Just waiting. Okay. You can see in the meantime, let's say again, let's go a quick wrap up here. In the compete geo, these are the all the output that it created. You can run this analysis as many time as you want, right? Because it is a AI agent that do the analysis for you, and every time it may find new findings for you in that analysis. That will be great, right? So I think it is done. No, it's still working. Okay, just waiting, waiting. You can see there are the references as well. I think I didn't tell you about the references. These are the references. Only the key matrices that you can provide. Like these are the references that you can take off according to the document insight that you are providing to me. Right? These are the insight only. The descriptions that you can give us. Yeah. Okay, I think it is done. The strategy one. Yeah, it is sort of done. Okay. Still working. Yeah, done. It is done now. Strategic report complete. Yeah. So full 4 agent pipeline executed, 23 total outputs. And then this is the pipeline summary. These are the MD files that is create like it as those MD files can report trend analysis, geo analysis, competitive analysis, strategy report. And then these are the 7 strategy recommendation that it gives us to. Right. So right. It also asks us how is Claude doing this session, right? It is optional for us. Okay. Then check it like in the output. Let's check. These are the strategic report here. Let's see in the review. Yeah. This is the executive summary of content strategy report of Netflix dataset, right? So in here, if you see content library overview, there are total types of 8,807 movies. These are the strategic content library. This is the overview. This is the data quality. You can see null unknown rate is 0%, 0%, 0%, and then so on. No duplicates rows were found in the raw data set, right? These are the key trends. These are the general evolution, format and duration shift, seasonal patterns, rating trends, like more detail. Like if you see, this is the detailed explanation that you can. If you need more detail, you can put in the skill section. According to the skill, it will create the data for you, the insights for you. Because in the skill, I explain all those things. According to the explanation here, it will create the output, the analysis, right? If you want more further detailed analysis, you can put everything in the skills, right? According to the skills, it will create it for you, right? So if you see, this is the now it is done, and this is our data, and this is the dashboard that it created for us, right? And it is good, right? Now let's for wrap up. So today we took a raw Netflix CSV around 9,000 rows of messy data and ran 4 skill. I think 5 skill, right? Like scan, clean the data, then trend that give us 6 charts and geomapped 123 countries, and then dashboard and compete and geolocations and scan strategy and trends. I think around 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think we done 6 skills today, right? And by using 6 skills, we done for we run 4 agents in 6 skills in a single CSV data of Netflix, and we create some meaningful insight today in the dashboard as well, right? So the bigger point is this: The plugin works on any content dataset, not only Netflix, any content dataset like YouTube, Spotify, Amazon Prime, Disney Plus, and anything that you may know, right? So the agents and skills stays the same. You do not have to change anything here. Only the data changes, the input data. Where you have to change it, you have to change it in this, the input data, only this, right? Right, because in here it is like write the instruction once, reuse them forever. Only the data changes, the input changes, and this is agentic AI, right? Now I want to hear from you. What data set would you want to run this plugin on? What do you think? Which data set will you going to run it for? Drop it in the chat. Let's see what are your thinkings in this prospect. Like what data you should use for this syndicated data. Okay, not it. Okay, Disney, carbon data, Fistral. Okay, great, great. Spotify, great. So yeah, you get this folder, I think, in the chat section, right? Use this data. Like if you want the CSV file, go to the Kaggle. Kaggle is free for all. Search for that particular data set that you want, like the best one, and then download that data and then put it in the input folder and then analyze it. That's so simple for us. Only go to the data, go to the Kaggle, download that data set, put in the input section that you want, and then go with the Claude and then say scan and then folder name, then compete, then folder name, then dashboard, then folder name, like which of the data that you want to analyze. That's all. That is the only thing that you have to do, only. And if you have not tried building your own plugin yet, today's session should give you everything you need to start creating your own plugin, how you should create your Claude skills and everything. And if you want to like know more, you should join the community as well. Like our community, the link is in the chat section, is going by giving to us by the mentors as well. And you should join as fast as you can. And yeah, how you like this session? Can you give me a heads up in the chat section? Then we are going to end. Okay, great, great. Hearts are popping up, right? Yeah, you can follow the recording at your own pace without outside pressure. Yeah, it is all up to you how you can see those recording. It is all up to you. Yeah, most welcome, Rashmi. And blowing. Great. Well done. Great, great. Happy to see all those reactions. That is so great. So yeah. All right, guys. That is day 5 done. Thank you for